Hey, welcome to Everyday Reviews. Today we're in a pretty familiar vehicle because we have featured it a couple times since it was revealed, and that is the brand new 5th generation Hyundai Santa Fe. And if you haven't watched those reviews, including the one right from Korea, I will leave a link in the video description. I really recommend that you watch those as well, especially if you're in the market for a mid-size SUV that even has a third row. But one difference between this review and the others is most of those ones were all top of the line vehicles. This is the XRT. Now this trim I find should be very, very appealing to a lot of people because some people don't want all the bells and whistles, and the biggest thing for some people on this one is that this XRT not only has a lot of other features, but it comes as a 7-passenger vehicle. If you go to that top trim, ultimate calligraphy, you are only looking at a 6-passenger vehicle. So let's get started. Now the new Santa Fe comes with 2 power plants. There is a hybrid version, which is a less powerful version, and then you get the more powerful 2.5 liter turbo that we have right now. And this XRT starts, it's basically the lowest model that starts with the more powerful 2.5 turbo. So that is also a good excuse to get into this vehicle. Also, this has better cooling dynamics and better flow. On the outside, there are some differences. Of course, there is some XRT badging, but you do get a black finish for the grille. You get lots of different black accents. You also get 18-inch wheels instead of 20 or 21-inch on the higher trims. So 18-inch, but you get all-terrain tires. So if you're someone that enjoys the outdoors, gets out a lot, maybe your vehicle sees, off pavement duty more often than others, this is a good option. Also, you do get a little bit of more ground clearance because of that. Underneath, they've also included some protection in terms of skid plates on here. Now this is not a rock crawling machine, but it definitely is more rugged than you'll get for any other version of the Santa Fe. As for sunroofs, you'll see this does not have the large panoramic roof. You get a regular power sunroof. I don't mind that. You have a manual shade just like that. And the reason why is because if you are going to be putting anything on the roof, maybe you might want to put a roof tent or a storage box or bicycles. You don't necessarily want all that glass there because they can easily get damaged. So that's also one big difference. You do also get that smart power rear lift gate as well. Remember that lift gate on our previous videos we showed you, it is very, very large. This, compared to the previous version, has a taller and wider opening as well as more cargo space, and standard is a third row in all Santa Fe trims. Not an option, you get that as a big bonus right there. That 2.5 turbo puts out 277 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. It's matched the 8-speed dual clutch transmission. On some DCTs I've mentioned before, they're not the greatest in terms when you're actually doing some sharp turns and going slow in parking lots. You kind of sometimes get this binding feeling, but nothing on this one at all. Yeah, I think it's matched very well with this turbo. The gearing is good. There's minimal turbo lag on here, so it's very, very responsive. Now the next thing could be a deciding factor for many on which trim you get for the Santa Fe, because this XRT comes standard with a trailer towing package. You have a towing mode exclusive to the XRT, and you get an extra 1,000 pounds of towing capacity. So you go from 3,500 pounds up to 4,500 pounds, and that extra 1,000 can make a big difference depending on what you have in mind to tow, for sure, because you don't always want to max out your towing capacity. So that's a big reason. Now on the inside, it's fairly well equipped, not as much definitely as the top of the line calligraphy for sure, but you do get these leatherette seats. They're comfortable, easy to clean, don't mind them. You do only get the option of a black interior on the XRT, but you do get also the new CCNC infotainment. So you get 12.3-inch dual screens on here, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, phone as a key as well. That comes standard with this. You don't get dual wireless charging ports, but you do get a single one, which is good. There is no UV cleaner that you do get on that top of the line. No head-up display. And once again, we mentioned that there is no large panoramic roof on this version at all. The seats and steering wheel are heated, however, you do not get heated seats for the rear. And one other thing that you don't get, or a couple other things, there is no blind spot viewing monitor and no 360 camera on here. If you watch the other videos, you'll know that I'm a pretty big fan of this newly designed Santa Fe. I think it has a very fresh look. Yes, that rear can be a little bit polarizing. And as I said in the other videos, you know, just be aware that rear power tailgate, it's big, it's longer now, but at the same time, you get such a great area to load things in and out of. Lots of storage room. But if you don't have a lot of room to open that up, let's say in your garage, then, you know, just be aware you're gonna have to pull it out a little bit more forward before you can open that if you back your vehicle in. So which Santa Fe is right for you, and which one's right for me? Well, it all depends on your needs. There's a lot of value here. This Santa Fe XRT goes for $46,999, so just basically $47,000, and you're getting a 3-row SUV that has that larger, more powerful turbocharged engine with that 2.5. It gets lots of creature comforts. You get the extra towing compared to any other Santa Fe, more ground clearance. Yeah, I think if any of those things appeal to you, then this XRT is right for you. Plus, you're gonna save some money. If you go to the very top of the line with that calligraphy, that's gonna set you back $53,500. And yeah, so it's a difference of over $6,000. But you are getting, if you get that, you are getting things like the head-up display, and you're getting the suede roof as well, the headliner, leather seats. But remember, you will only have 6-passenger capability because you do get the captain seats there. For me, I think the middle of the road may be the luxury, which is in between them. And it's a $3,000 difference between this and the luxury, $3,000 more. On that one, you will get 20-inch wheels on that, but you also get rear heated seats, navigation, which makes no difference to me because I use my mobile anyways, but you do get leather, blind spot monitor. But the biggest thing that you do get that you don't get on here is the surround view monitor, the 360 camera. That is the one feature that I wish this had, or it was available on. You can't even add that on, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to make up your mind if you really want that feature at all. And to some, for instance, Cynthia, my wife, you know, we drive a lot of different vehicles, and I brought this home and she took it out just to go pick up the kids. And I gotta say, after she came back and she didn't want to drive this anymore, had nothing to do with the drive. It's just that she's so used to having a 360 camera and driving a foreign car. It's just, you know, it's, I don't disagree with her. You know, I've always said, I think every car should have a 360 camera. If not, they should be available as an option to get, and you shouldn't have to get the top of the line package to get that camera. You do get parking sensors on here. They work very well, as you can hear right there, but no surround view monitor. I can live without the head-up display. I can live without the large roof here, but that 360 camera, no, I kind of really need that. So that's my look at the new Santa Fe XRT. What do you think of, first of all, the new Santa Fe, and also what do you think of this XRT trim? Is this something you would buy, or would you go for the luxury or maybe even the calligraphy? Leave a comment below. Bye, ciao.